Hey, what's good today? It's your boy, Coach Lee. And as always, we're back for another exciting episode of the Sports Chatter. It's going to be, I'll have all the content from our shenanigans throughout the day, throughout the week, and whatnot. But before we move on to that and start enjoying ourselves, I've got to bring in the captain of the ship, the man with the plan. Sometimes he think he got the upper hand. That boy, Uncle Leroy. What's up, player?
Hey, I was here today. This dude, Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the junior. Man, look, you cannot keep me from the Sports Chatter Show. Man, I'm ready to have a good show. What's that with your Coach Lee, baby?
Hey, another day, another dollar, man. Just looking forward to enjoying this second. We always have fun on this bad boy.
Well, I need Joe life.
Running right.
Exactly. Talk about another day, another dollar. Baby. Man, another day, another
dollar player.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
So how's your day been today?
Whew, a little bit over here, a little bit over there, a little bit over there. You know, I've just been all over the place, man. I'm telling you, it's been a steady grind, but hey, made it through, made it to the show. It's a win. Like Reggie for 3. You know what I'm saying? How about yours, Doc?
Hey, it's the same thing. Got done early. I'm here, so let's do this, man.
Okay.
So you mentioned something. You said you was all over the place. So I'm gonna give you something that's gonna keep you focused. You talk about a win. Speaking of a win, the Saints beat the Bucks this weekend. Bet you was quite happy about that.
Well, I'm gonna act like these Cowboys fans. Like I was expected. I'm gonna be, kind of casual. And there, put my pinky finger up. What I was expecting. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be very, it was a good, it was a good showing of our offense and defense. The offense could have played a little bit better, but
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the win.
Okay, we can rock with that. Now
we whooped that ass, dog. There you go. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I told him. Hey, shout out to Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? Sports Talk with Friends rock with you through the when everybody's boycotting. Let's get it. That's my QB, dog.
So speaking of Drew Brees, man. So hey, he's a GOAT. He's one of the GOATs, man. I got to give it to him. As much as I dislike those damn Saints, I got to respect the game, man. Shout out to the. Go ahead.
No, so I'm about to say, because, funny, that just makes me think back to our interview with K-Rob, and he asked him, what did he ask? You remember from his interview, he asked Drew, what did it take to be great?
Right.
So, and what's funny is that a lot of people try and downplay greatness and think that people just walked on them, that they didn't work for it, that they don't know how to reproduce it. So, once again, got to give a shout out. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the GOATs.
He is one of the GOATs. I give him that. Now, I think you posted it in the group and got the subject popping off. You said the offense didn't look that explosive. Is Drew Brees the reason why? What made you come to that conclusion?
Hey, what up with your Debo? Thanks for hanging out with us. That the offense didn't look as explosive?
Yes, sir.
Michael Thomas, number one. He had a very disappointing showing, and
we didn't have.
Yeah, bad. You know what I'm saying? I know he didn't have more than I feel like he didn't have more than 10 yards. But they didn't look like the defense. I mean, the offensive pass, where it's a lot of long down the field bombs, a lot of long throws, that they were just playing safe.
But you can't play safe. You got the record king, man.
Shout out to
touchdown passes, most passing yards, most completions, most attempts, best completion percentage, most first downs, most completions of 25 plus yards. You got to go back there. So how can you say that Michael Thomas, because he hadn't been there the whole time. Brees has always gotten it done. So is the offense relying that heavy on Thomas?
Yes. I mean, I didn't pull up. I can ask Google right here to get the stats, but I mean, he had like the most attempts, the most catches. Like in the league, he was one of the top, if not the most catches. He had the most, at least the top 2.
So I have to say, if y'all relying on him that much, hey, y'all might be in trouble, man.
I mean, he's a focal point of our offense. Okay. Don't get that wrong.
There we go.
But You know,
Hey,
one
I'm
thing.
trying to walk with you.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm over here, like I said, I'm trying to get the watch party going. You know what I'm saying? But like, when you talking about my saint, like the old folks say, you look, you just stepped on my cone. Now I'm about to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, one thing that's been proven, even when Teddy Two Glove was showing, that the Saints have a great system, have a great coach. That we coach for the team. It's not for, we don't apply the same paint across the board. So we definitely have a great game plan. And shout out to Debo. They can double team Michael Thomas and Alvin. He had nowhere to throw the ball. Okay, true. And Cooks, exactly. He was open most of the game.
He
So
was. He was.
so he's also, he's a very, 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 very good tight end. So
I'd agree.
And one thing, let me take this moment to give a shout out. Thanks to you Niners. Thanks to you Niners, baby. We got Emmanuel Sanders.
Hey, that's a good pickup for sure. Now, Robert Johnson is kind of speaks to what we're talking about here. He said, "Yep, and they're predictable. When they play a team that can put up points, it's going to be really exposed because they won't be able to keep up." That true?
I mean, how can I put this? We Gucci because we got a defense. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, I'm a Ford driver. So, you got a 5.0 Mustang out there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out there and hit it to the max. You just crank it up. Vroom, 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 vroom. You hit. You got that motor. So at the end of the day, it's like that with the defense picking it up. It's like, oh, okay, we got a defense now because our offense can always go out there and put up 34 points a game. But now we don't have to do that because we got a defense that can keep the offense from scoring as much points.
Okay. I agree with that. Now, a couple of the sentiments I see here, back to back, it has a mention about how the front seven of the Bucks dominated, and then right after that, the O-line still coming together. So I think that has something to do with it a little bit too. And you got to think, shout out to Alvin Mosby. He said week 1 with no preseason is the reason. Still, it's almost like it was a preseason game for the most part. As far as preparation, some of the guys probably gassed out there. They're going to take you about 2 or 3 weeks to get your breath up and stuff like that.
Hey, shout out to you, Vashon, baby. Thanks for joining the watch party. And I'm glad you brought that up because that's a big frustrating point for me where everyone was like, you know what? Hey, we don't need a preseason game. This shows you that we need preseason. Like, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then, they're going out there in week 1 having season-ending, injuries. Shout out to the lineman for the Pittsburgh Steelers. How is it that we're going to say that a real game during the regular season is like a preseason game?
Right.
That's an oxymoron. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it is a regular season game and it should be handled as such. Okay. So, nah, it's crazy.
So, should Winston be getting ready?
Man, are you going to ask that question? Do you know how many memes that came up with that guy? Like this. Yeah. Listen right there. Hell no, man. Hell no. Wait, what you got to say on that with that, Debo? Debo says, then y'all had to remember our starting rookie guard didn't play. That was true. Our O-line didn't have a good game either. That is true. That is true. And all those actually played a factor in that, but how can I put this? When this, wait, I'm doing it right. What's that? The alligator mouth, and one side is like that. So, what side is greater than? Is this side?
I believe so.
The Saints is greater than the Bucks. We didn't see them. It didn't matter. It wasn't that they played well and we played poorly. That's it.
Okay.
Trash. Shout out to my dude Leonard Fournette, Booger Nation. You know what I'm saying? It was good seeing you out there, partner. But to me, that was the only good side of the game because once again, it proved that Tom is who Tom is. Check down Brady. That's what he do. So, and when he was looking for help with Gronkowski, it wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? He was looking for help with Michael Evans. Evans, it wasn't there. Mike Evans, it wasn't there.
He had it right first time. I hear you. You know who the GOAT is, baby.
Oh, okay.
So my question for you, being the resident Saints fan,
Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
is Breeze done?
He been done.
He been done. Woo.
Yes. I told you Taysom Hill for mayor. That's my next quarterback. That's what I'm saying. And it was
Taysom
good.
Hill.
Yeah. Did you see him throw the ball out there? He threw it.
As a
He ran it.
play, man. I want to see this dude under duress. I want to see this dude how to read the defenses to know if he's going up against a man or a zone. I want to see him be able to do that. He's 30 years old. 30.
All right, so hold on. We got a question. So Trey Hendrickson played a major factor. Shout out to you, Vashawn. So, all right, we'll see. We'll see about that. Good point. Good call out. But Taysom Hill for president, man. What that with your CB, Robert? I see.
Do you think that Breeze's off-season comments might be contributing to his play? I've seen that float around. I don't buy it, but I've seen it come up.
No, that's for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Just like, all of that rhetoric, all of that talk, all of that media was for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Because where is it at now? Now it's suppressed. You know what I'm saying? All of that, what he said, is suppressed now. Only thing is just hearsay. So once again, it's just something for the fans to talk about and something for people to give a blame on.
So you mentioned that he's done, right? Well, he's been done.
Right.
So what's going to be his legacy?
Taysom Hill. I just keep saying it. Like, y'all are not hearing me. Like, hey Siri, how you say Taysom Hill in Spanish? I mean, I'm not saying that in another language. Taysom Hill.
Man,
but I'll tell you,
you really believe that?
Hey, I wrote it down, man. I'm telling you, it's on my note. Taysom Hill, right there. But shout out to you, though, Vashawn. He said Hill is like Tebow backyard football. What do you think about that?
I agree completely. He looks good under limited roles with gadget plays, man. Again, when he's giving those keys to Sean Payton's offense, is he gonna be able to run it?
Yes, because okay, so watch this. So why is it that everyone says that Drew Brees is his great teacher, right? He taught Teddy Two Glove and he's teaching Jameis Winston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why he can't be teaching Taysom Hill? That's all I'm asking.
Nah. So you mentioned something. You mentioned Teddy Two Glove. If Hill was so great, why wasn't he in there in the place of Teddy Two Glove last year?
Sleeper Cell. Do you watch? I mean, I know you watch TV, man. I know you watch it. What is it? IDTV? Sleeper Cell?
Yeah.
So we got a guy that used to be on our roster with our divisional rival.
Okay.
That's winning. So we know his strengths. That's what I'm saying. Our defense know his tendencies. So to all our Carolina fans, I will be taking all donations. My cash app is Parker. No, it's P Diddy IP. Stands for take that. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that was a great move. That was a front office move, man. That's all that was.
Okay. Hey, you say so, man.
You see it reproduced it. So you think that Crab that can't see is a better quarterback?
Man, I didn't say that, but you putting a lot of faith in Hill.
Why not?
Nah, man, that dude, you're not gonna be able to just all of a sudden just boom, you ready to rock and roll. If that's the case, if Breeze is done, he'd have been pushing Breeze for playing time. And again, if he was ready, he'd have been the second quarterback last year. That's just my perspective.
All right, that's why you the coach. That's why I'm Mickey Loomis. I'm the front office, man. You know what I'm saying? And let's see if I can flip this. Wait, I think they look from the 9 shot to the Cash Money record. I can flip this a zillion times. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. They flipped Teddy Two Gloves a zillion times, man. That's all that was.
Okay.
No harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying?
I can agree with that. You know, I ain't hating.
Dab block.
I'm a Cowboy fan, but at the end of the day, I'm an NFL fan, and I respect the GOAT. Breeze is a GOAT.
I always enjoy a good, a good conversation, good perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm always coming from the dollars and the cents side, and so hey, it's all to the good. But
So before the last subject, as far as the Saints, you mentioned earlier, Michael Thomas. There's a bit of news that came out recently. What's the update on Michael Thomas?
man, hey, this is some stuff that I really, 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 really didn't want because which is evident. He's a big focal point in our defense. I mean, offense. But on this play here,
ooh,
Deep and take it in for the touchdown. Tom Brady slams it down, and he's got a touchdown for the exclamation point at the end.
Did one show that?
They did.
No, I didn't. Did one show that? Well, didn't want to show that one. But hey, shout out to you, Coach Z. Thanks for hanging out. Dallas in the building. But with that, what was happening is his leg got rolled up under Kamara, which is the craziest thing.
At the end of the game, too.
Yes. So, and that's kind of who that's always gonna be hanging out. But to me, that is just crazy. That's like the Cowboy guy who got hurt at practice for the season. See how I keep throwing these Cowboys? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know y'all information, but he shot himself in the foot. Like that's a hard pill to swallow. That his teammate, rolled over and caused his injury. So man, it's crazy.
And I saw when you put it up, it said a high ankle sprain. That's the area, man. I hope the brother get through it. That can be one of those things that can linger the whole year on him.
All right. So we got Fashawn. He says, I think it's a decoy injury so that Emmanuel Sanders can get some spotlight. What do you think? I mean, it could be a rest injury because I've heard that, he can play through it. I've heard that he might play through it. So you think that, they just going to rest him? So Emmanuel Sanders? What do you think about it?
To me, that's like somebody trying to sell me some ice in Alaska. I ain't buying it.
Not even to put a swirly straw.
I ain't buying it, man.
That is true. But I mean, I think, from my observation from on the sideline, that some athletes might get rested just because they got a next man up, that let them share the load, that they don't have to shoulder it all by themselves. So I think that, we'll see with this next game. That's all.
Already. We gonna see with this next game. So talking about the game, man. So another hot topic that we had is as far as a sports chatter, which is the subject of the show.
Exactly.
Best NBA nickname.
Okay.
So my question for you is, we got a couple of old school nicknames up in there. You got Clyde the Glide, you got Dr. J, the Dream, the Mailman, Air Jordan,
okay,
Pistol Pete, and the Glove.
Let's get it.
Even though towards the end of his career, they start calling him the Oven Mitt.
Hey. See what I'm saying? That's all right now. Bring up old shit.
So that's the old school stuff. And then you got the new school name. So, you got the Black Mamba, the Greek Freak, the Answer. I would classify him as new school. The Truth. I ain't buying that. King James, the Big Ticket. Those couple of the new school. So what's your favorite nickname?
Of course, man, because to me, your nickname, just like fantasy football, your team name has to fall in line with your star players, what you're doing, with your culture. So, everyone knew Gary Payton had locked deep. You know what I'm saying? He gloving you up. You know what I'm saying? So his persona,
the Rain Man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? His persona fit the glove. And then when he came out with the shoe called, guess what? The glove. They had a part that zipping up that symbolized and he locking you up. So of course, I'm going with the glove. Glove for 10, Bob. Can I get that? Yeah. What's yours? Oh, what do you think? About?
For me, this might surprise some people unless you live in my house and
Uh-oh.
Now, obviously, Jordan was my favorite player growing up. But for me, my favorite nickname, my second favorite player of all time, KG, man, the big ticket.
What?
Yeah.
Even after he went cashed out?
The big ticket, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, that boy came right out of high school. He handled his business. He put them Timberwolves on his back as much as he could.
Mm-hmm.
He was bar none. You knew he was 120 miles per hour in practice and the game. So he set the tone and the culture of any team he played on.
That is true. He was one of my favorites. Just because of his tenacity. Like, he had an attitude, especially, like, to me, that was the changing point of real down low gridiron. I'm talking about gridiron, but like down low basketball. To where, right. You know what I'm saying, people come around dunking on you. They're not just trying to shoot threes. You know, they coming like this, bodying you. You know, that to me, that was the turning point of that.
I got a question for you, though. You know, you got the Iceman. Got the Iceman. He wasn't on the list. And to me, probably the best nickname of all time, the Microwave. Can't forget Vinny Johnson.
Vinny.
Coming off the bench. Hey, that boy did his thing, man. He's come off the bench. He's going to get you a quick 12 to 14 and go sit it down.
Like, I'm done. Like, my job here is done. Thank y'all. Thank you for coming out.
You got some people they got Chocolate Thunder. Darryl Dawkins up in there.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
The Worm.
Uh-oh.
He did his thing.
Yeah. There's a reason why they call him the Worm.
The Admiral.
Okay.
For you San Antonio Spurs fans, especially the guy that went to college with, the Cadet, as I used to call him.
Uh-oh. Oh, you're messing. Oh, okay.
But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I wish that's one thing with the game that I wish they would bring back is more nicknames. There's a lot of nicknames growing up. You know, people had, you know, back then, you'd have all the commercials and things like that. They earned that nickname. You know, you saw them in the streets. I ain't gonna mention no mailman, but you know, guys like that. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, man, I want to see the nicknames come back.
Agree, and you know, and that's a fallen part of the game because you know, right now it's gotten to me, you know, it's gotten so commercial. That's part of marketing. It's like you say mailman, everyone knows who that is. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like some people I didn't even know their real name. I just knew them by their nicknames. You know, but now I think with social media, you know, people actually wanting, I guess, to get what I don't know, you know, get their point, you know, get their charity out. I don't know. But why is it that the nicknames are going away?
You know what? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Hopefully we see that trend come back.
Hey, 10 of our viewers, you know, definitely drop us a note. Why do y'all think the nicknames is falling off, you know, the falling art of the NBA? Because, you know what I'm saying? I like that. You know, Spreewells. You know, I'm telling you, when they had the Spreewell rims, man, come on, man. Like, hey, you know that was Spreewell. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot.
You better like Spreewell or he gonna choke you out like Carlissimo.
Thanks.
The answer.
Shout out to you, Jay, baby. Uh-huh.
And what was Tim Duncan nickname? The Big Fundamental or something like that?
Something like that. You know, it was
Hey, dude had that glass work though, man.
But watch this. I know this. Hey, you address me as Big Cactus. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's one. You know what I'm saying? The Big Cactus, the Martian. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that was one of my favorite players. I'm telling you, man. Like, I like Shaq.
Already.
Yeah.
So I say the best for last. It's an all-time favorite. We're gonna talk about something that's coming up. Good Times in the animated reboot.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Talk about Good Time. David Garth, thanks for hanging out again. That's the guy with the arm gnome.
What do you say?
He said, don't want to accidentally offend someone with the wrong nickname. Hey, brother, I can guarantee you here. Now that I know you okay, because you know what I'm saying? I was like, that picture, your profile picture scares me. That's what offended me. We got past that. Speak your mind, man. We powered by fans.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Speak your mind, as long as it's, you know, within context.
So
good time.
Good time.
Good time. Hey, shout out. Wait, what's she? Because she came. One of them came to Mojave. Ooh, woo. I gave her the side eye, the front eye, the blinking cute eye. She was a little cute little thing. She came out with a book. She has a book written out.
Who, Thelma? The late Thelma?
Thelma, baby, yeah, doctor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was like, hey, what you selling? I'm buying what you selling. I'm picking up what you putting down.
So what's your expectations for this reboot? That's actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's a project of Seth Curry.
Yes. You know, I didn't put much into it because if they're not bringing back the cast, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. They'll have to bring back some real funny people. But the expectation is what this show signified. Happy, you know, people making good times out of a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? They're living in a project. You know what I'm saying? They living, you know what I'm saying, in a high rise. So what I expect now is for everything that everyone's trying to use the sports platform to project it in these movies, these reboots. That's what I want projected because that's where it should be shown. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you, you know, show the sorrow. I want to show, like, look, all them smiles. That's what I want. That's what I want project. That's what my expectation is, for them to show the good times of people living in the hood. Not people, you know what I'm saying? Not people getting, you know, whatever, you know, the injustice, but showing that.
I can agree with that. If for me, you know, my expectations are everybody is still alive except for the mother and Walona. Everybody else still alive. So hopefully they can, you know, lend their voices to the project to bring some of that authenticity to it.
Wait, you told to finish. We're gonna be aired tomorrow. So one of our viewers, he says, "I'm not feeling it. Projects ain't dope."
Hey, I would agree.
That
with
is
that.
True. That is true. That is true. That is true. But dope people come from the project, though, Doctor. Hey, you know. But so, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's a good perspective. People not wanting to see that because, you know what I'm saying, it's projecting something that's considered bad. You know, poor living.
For me, so my memory, and I want to ask you know, what's your favorite member of the show? My memory of the show is I could relate to that. The father remind me of my pops, man. No matter what was on the line, you didn't go to bed hungry. We didn't have a lot, but we made do with what we have, and he grinded. Saw the man work sun up to sundown to make sure that we had what we had. I can relate to that. You know, JJ, the clown, thinking he the ladies' man. That was me growing up. My little brother, the smart one. That's my brother. And then, you know, and in between my brother and I, we had our sister. So I can relate to their family because to me, that's why I always saw my family as growing up. Again, didn't go to bed hungry, but we made do out of bad situations.
Wow.
What about yourself? What's your memory from the show?
Shout out to you, CJ. I don't know how to come behind that. I mean, to me, it was an outlet to show how other people live because I didn't have that type of family. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a father in the house. You know what I'm saying? Right. I didn't have someone like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was new to me. I was like, oh, shit, okay, this is cool. You know, so just like it's funny when I was at Grambling, I met these two ladies from Alaska. Me being from New Orleans, not getting out. Give it a word. What do you think I asked? These two people that's from Alaska.
Did they live in the igloo?
Exactly. How did you know that? Did I tell you the story? I must have told you the story. But yes. And they looked at me like, fool, are you serious? And I'm dead serious. Like, look, you live in an igloo. And they showed me from their phone. They're like, these are pictures. I said, look, you found them. You live in an igloo. Don't talk to me no more. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on PBS Kids. All I see was y'all in igloos. That is it. So, but that shows what the influence of media. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was just using that as is an outlet on seeing new things, seeing how people live.
And and the influence, like you say, of the media, that's great. And it's also great to see that the NBA star is the one that's stepping up and pushing out that narrative.
Right.
Because one thing we do need it's some positivity out there, you know, especially from a family unit.
Right. And one thing that's good is like, because people try to forget their history. You know what I'm saying? If you got a wrench that's old and it still can be used, hey, use it, pick it up and use it, repurpose it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to you, cuz I see you, niece, baby. You know, repurpose this. So the fact that they're repurposing a good show that was hit, that already has a following, that's greatness.
He said it killed the pop song. I remember that, man. Damn. I had to kill James out. James said, y'all got to pay me some more money, man.
Hey, like I said, that's how I live, too. That's how it is, man. Real life.
Hey, before we head out of here, man, you got shout outs for today, brother.
Hey, man, of course I got some shout outs, man. Definitely got to give a shout out to Loda Lounge on the Ave. So it's a mobile cigar and wine catering company. Shout out to your kid. That's a Dallas company. You know, they doing big things around here.
Turn up on the go. Hey, that's the slogan. Y'all use that. I want my cut.
Make the check out too. But man, you know, definitely gotta give a shout out to our listeners, our viewers, man. We appreciate y'all for hanging out in all ways. You know, we got a show every day. Shout out to you know, our past interviews, our current interviewees. Got a lot of good things coming. But hey, you got some shout outs?
I do. I want to shout out again, you know. I see a couple of new viewers in there. We appreciate y'all coming on and checking us out. Continue to spread the word. Tell your family, your friends, your co-workers as make this thing grow. We are Sport Talk by Friends, Sport Talk with Friends. We are all, you all drive this. We get our topics from you all. Your involvement enhances our experience. So appreciate y'all out there.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.